in Los Angeles. There we are. Hey, Facebook, how are you guys? Welcome to the show. It is a show. Hi, Joy, Tiffany. Hey, Beth Campbell. I am here today because I've been thinking a lot about how we all connect. And one of the things I miss the most from my previous job is just hanging out and chatting with you guys. I know we connect over cooking and we connect over, you guys see me all the time promoting Well-Air, but I feel like we just haven't had a chance to have the kind of exchange that we used to. And hi, Tammy, I've missed you too. That's why I'm here. And so many of you DM me and we have conversations over DM, and I love these exchanges. So what we've decided to do, I miss you too, Rosado. So, and I keep saying, well, like, we can still connect here. And of course, whenever something when something changes, there are things about it that are exciting and liberating, and there are other things about it that can feel almost like you're floating in this new space and like, you know, where do I get grounded? So I've spent the last few months exploring how I want to intersect with my community, with you guys. Obviously, the cooking is going strong and will continue. I have some exciting things coming up in the cooking world with you. But this type of talk where we just talk about life stuff and family or health and wellness and, you know, again, coffee time, tea time, this is exactly what I have been missing about connecting with you guys. You guys have been so intimately involved with my career. You know the ins and outs of what's happened, you know, more than many of my personal friends. So here we are. Tuesdays at 11 a.m. is going to be our connection day. So I have a whole new table of content coming for you guys. Many of you saw Bruce's live for Well-Air on Mondays. Mondays is going to be the Well-Air day. So you will either have Bruce or me or both of us talking about Well-Air. Hey, Vivian, how are you? Tuesdays is going to be our time to connect. So this is going to be we come to the table and we chat. We can chat about, today we're going to be chatting about my Italy trip because you guys all followed along for the journey. And this is, Tuesday is connection day. Bruce is going to be doing sort of an educational corner on Wednesdays. With his new, he wants to teach people more about the science and technology behind Well-Air. So he's going to be doing a short live on Wednesdays called Unfiltered. Get it? Because there's no filter in Well-Air. And on Thursdays, I'll be doing a cooking live every week at 5 p.m. So I know you guys have been asking for, hi, so many friends waving in. Hello. So many friends have been asking for a consistent schedule so you know when to tune in. And I don't know about you guys, but you know, these phones and computers, the devices that we have, they can be so connecting because we can see what people are doing, you know, friends, family members who may not live near us. So it's great to be able to get a peek like that. What's not great is just sitting and scrolling and having these apps feed you things that they think you want to see, and all of a sudden you've spent way too long here on a phone and not out in the world and communicating with the real people. And I think it's actually like a humanitarian crisis. So you're saying that, Caroline, but then you're telling us to come on here more often and watch you, because I believe that we should have planned communication where if you know a time that you're going to come on and actually consume content that you're interested in, I think that's way more valuable than sitting and scrolling. Vicky is on Caroline's Tuesday team. I love it. So you're going to have several days of content. A lot of you have said, I really miss the family time. I miss connecting with you guys. We miss seeing Bruce. We miss seeing the girls. So you got a whole lot of summer's content. And it's going to be Mondays at 11, Bruce?
Mondays at 11.
Mondays at 11. Tuesdays at 11 with me to talk about whatever we feel like talking about. Wednesdays is going to be Bruce again. Bruce, what time on Wednesday?
I think 11.
We think 11. And then Thursday I'm going to do at 5 p.m. because it's going to be more of our dinner hour. And that's where I'm going to take you through a recipe. And I'm also starting a digital cookbook that will actually have my recipes in it, because I know that's something you guys want. Usually I'm posting inspiration for cooking, but I don't sit down and write out the whole recipe because it's super time consuming. And I really like to test my recipes and make sure that they work. So I am going to start a digital cookbook that will be a paid platform, very modest fee, inexpensive, but just something that keeps me disciplined to write at least one recipe a week. I will make sure that you guys have technically access, you understand how to get to that digital cookbook. It will be on Substack. Some of you know how to use Substack. Some of you don't. They're all Pacific times. Yes, Vicki. So that way, when I do a recipe, it'll go up. You'll have pictures. You'll have detailed instructions. And it's taken me many months to sort of come up with this overall umbrella of what I want to do. The other things that we'll be doing on Tuesdays is if there are products that I'm loving that I want to share with you guys, if I'm doing partnerships with other brands, or if I'm coming up with my own products, this is where I will share that with you as well. So welcome. It's Tuesdays and we are connecting. I'm toying. I don't have all the branding done yet. I don't have all of my clever little names done yet. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait any longer. Today's the day. I'm going to start and we're going to figure it out on our own. Hi, Carrie from Spain. I will post these things on a website. I will post them on social media. I'll have all of your little tune-in ads that you are used to. Annie, I'm so happy too. You guys, you fill my heart. So, we need our connecting time. I really feel like we are at such a critical space of people feeling really isolated and lonely. And I know when you watch my stories on Instagram, like I have Bruce, like I have this amazing partner in life and I have a beautiful family and we're always out doing, it always looks like there's something super exciting going on. Sometimes the in-between, it does get, we forget when we're at home to connect in the same way that we do when we're on a vacation or, to go intersect with our city. I mean, I live in this spectacular city, but sometimes I tend to spend too much time at home. I can be perfectly happy with my time on my phone and my computer, making a great recipe and hanging out with my husband. So when I expand my world and intersect with more people, I always feel better. So this is why we're connecting. Diane is saying, I agree. We need our connecting time. Always love hearing from you. So glad. Hi, Sheila. Delta, I love it when you cook for us. Thank you. I love to cook for you. Diane wants to know, how's Bunny? I'm going to bring Bunny on in a second. She's great. Can't wait for new products. You are the best. Vivian, yes, you're right. Thank you for connecting with us. I know you guys, you know what I'm talking about. We all have too much just dead time on that phone. And this is where we are going to hopefully talk about some things that are fun and interesting and wonderful. So thanks for being with me. My heart is full how many of you have tuned in to watch. So the fish I cooked last night. So this is another thing. This is a place where if you guys have a question about something that I cooked, happy to answer, because I get a ton of DMs like, how many minutes did you cook that on each side? Or what kind of fish is that? Or where do I find that? I've never seen mulberries. This is where we can answer those kind of questions too. But today we wanted to talk about the download of our trip to Italy. It was as indulgent and gluttonous as it appeared. That was not made up. We had an amazing time. Bruce and I started in Rome with Violet, and then we, hey Bruce. Oh. And then we went to Florence for 3 days, which is, Florence is where, we've been for many, many years. And we were so happy to be back and see some of our friends and go to some of our favorite restaurants. And then we went to the countryside in Tuscany, and we had an amazing retreat with my family. So, yes, honey.
Rhonda's going to Italy on Thursday.
Oh, amazing. Rhonda's going to Italy. That's amazing. So what we are planning, as many of you know, is that Bruce and I are going to be doing retreats to Italy. So we're going to be doing small groups. So it's going to be 14 people total, including me and Bruce and maybe Violet. So 11 of you will be invited to join us for a week at a time. We feel like that size is going to be how we can really travel with you guys the way we travel with my family. And we did a test run with my family, and let me tell you, we got really high marks. We got really high marks. My family said A+. They approved the itinerary. They absolutely loved the trip. And every day they would say, I can't believe, every day is more fun than the next. So we stayed at a beautiful, beautiful farmhouse with, people who have become, dear friends of ours. And then we took day trips every day. We got a really nice luxury Sprinter van that could accommodate all of us. And every day we would go to one of the small, beautiful little towns. We'd see something special. We'd have a ridiculously good meal. And there was a gelato every day. I think I had 21 of them. And then we'd travel home. The drive was always beautiful because it's all green, rolling hillsides, just unbelievable, especially in spring. We really like traveling in the shoulder months because it's a little less crowded. So, the hot time in the summer is great for those great summer nights. But in April, we were everywhere from a tank top to a puffer jacket and everything in between. I'm okay with that. I don't love being super hot. It's nice for those balmy evenings. There were some nights when we would go inside and eat inside, and there were other days where we were able to enjoy everything outside. So that's what we're lined up. As I said, the itinerary is approved. So now we're just getting the dates from the venue where we stayed this time. And hopefully, if we can, listen, it's not an inexpensive trip, so it's not something that everyone will be able to enjoy. But hopefully, if there are enough of you who are interested and want a totally curated, you don't make a single reservation, you don't buy a ticket to anything, we handle all of that for you. As soon as you get to the venue, all your transportation, all your reservations you'll be traveling with Bruce and Caroline. So that's coming up. It will be in April 27, assuming that our friends have that time available for us at their villa. Yes, Linda, we hire a driver. Pamela, yes, I'm back home. This is Los Angeles. It's actually a spectacular day here. Tar Heel said bucket list. It really is. It will be amazing. So I'm going to, as soon as I have the dates and the pricing information, I'll send out an information packet to anyone who is interested, and then we'll see how much demand there is for it. The other amazing thing that happened is that while I was there, I was talking with one of my friends from Florence, and she's an amazing jewelry designer. I think I've shown you her pieces before. She's the one who does those amazing champagne tops that are dipped in bronze, and I wear them on long chains, and it's like a very celebratory piece of jewelry. She's an amazing artist. She has one of the most spectacular homes I've seen in Florence. It's been passed down for generations from family. So I was talking with her, and I said, I'm looking for another villa where I could do a retreat like this that would have a little more space in the kitchen, so I could also do some cooking classes, etc. And she said, "Oh, well, you could rent my castle, Popiano," which is her. She actually has a castle in Chianti that we have been to. I don't know if you guys remember the very first time Bruce and I went to Italy. Bruce signed us up for a Vespa tour, and the picture we had a profile picture for a while of the two of us on a Vespa in Tuscany. We had no idea that was her house. That was her medieval castle. So I have been to her place, and I'm hoping that could work out for maybe a trip in like the end of August or September. So retreats coming up, probably. I'm hoping that we could fill 2 weeks in April at the beautiful farmhouse in the Tuscan Hills that you guys have seen. It's spectacular. And then I'm hoping that we could fill another couple weeks at the end of summer with a castle tour. And the castle is closer to Florence, so then we could go in and out of Florence. I could do these retreats every week and never repeat the same itinerary, because there are just so many amazing places to explore. Do you ever go to Ireland to enjoy Bruce's heritage? We haven't.
Do you ever go to Ireland?
We haven't yet, but we would love to. Tar Heel loves Cindy the cow. I mean, Cindy the cow is, I'm telling you, you can work out a lot of issues sitting on a green hillside talking to Cindy the cow. I love the animals, all of their pets. Is super nurturing. Right after we went, my best friend had planned, she wanted to go to Italy for her 60th birthday. And I said, well, here's the itinerary. And I gave her like the full itinerary, and she was literally following in my footsteps the week after we were there. I wish we had intersected. And she just kept saying, like, I can't believe this. It's too much. It's so beautiful, the nature, how spiritual it feels. Like, you just feel blessed being there. So anyway, as soon as I get dates, stay tuned for that. I will have a dedicated post to that, and I'll make sure you guys get the information. Pat said, "This is awesome. What a great idea. I love your family, and Suzanne was my legend. I loved watching her and Alan." Thank you. Yes, I couldn't agree more. So let's talk a little bit about Italy, right? You want to come say hi, Bruce? Oh, Bunny, you want to come? The stolen moment to be with all 5 of my siblings in Italy was just absolutely, it's just like the amount of gratitude that I had for that. Oh,
look at this.
Hi.
And she matches you.
So cute. Look at this cute baby. Hi, baby. For those of you who don't know, this is our dog Bunny. This is my husband Bruce, and you guys all know these two.
Hi, guys.
So we're excited. We're really excited about this new chapter. There are, I think with anything new, there's a lot of joy and excitement, and there's, it's also a little scary. But we jumped into that retreat in a very safe way because we had my family, and wow, was that exciting.
It wasn't without anxiety, because you don't know.
So much planning, you guys.
Yeah,
oh
and
my
you
God.
don't know if your sort of view and perspective of what's really exhilarating is other people's. But I have to tell you, my favorite thing in the world are long meals, long lunches with lots of conversation, and long dinners with lots of conversation, and as those of you who know me, lots of wine. Mm-hmm. And it was a chance to connect with family, and family that lives across the country that we don't get to see a lot. Mm-hmm. So I look forward to that chance to get to know everyone a little bit deeper with those long conversations.
And you know how in Italy the food is so clean. when you're buying cheese, it has come from the little town just across the way. You're buying sausage or salami, they're like, that comes from this farm. Everything is so clean. The gelato it's fruit and a little bit of sugar, and everything is so clean. We ate like it was a food contest. I mean, we had long 3-course lunches. We had spritz o'clock every day at 7 p.m. We had spritz o'clock.
As the sun was setting.
1 or 2 spritz. Then we'd go into a beautiful, usually 3 or 4 course dinner. We had wine, we had gelato, we had dessert. And do you know what? Oh, this is when people usually say I didn't gain any weight. Turns out I did. I absolutely did. And I would eat every bite again. Like, whatever. Like Julia Roberts said, just buy bigger pants. Whatever. A few pounds, that weight will come off. Every bite was so worth it. Truffle pasta. How many truffle pastas did we eat?
It seemed daily.
Yeah. Francesca said I gained 7 to 10 pounds each time. Well, I was slightly under that, Francesca, so I think I'm doing okay. I mean, what would I not eat?
Think of the venues and the beautiful views. Think of the farm in Pienza. Think of the dinner in the olive orchard. I mean, everything was like a fairy tale. It felt like the good scenes in a William Shakespeare comedy.
Well, and it's interesting that you say that because, we curated a lot of those events. It's not like if you show up at this venue, they don't automatically, have a dinner in the olive orchard with twinkly lights overhead, and with a drone flying above you to capture it. Like, these are all things that we had additions to what they do, and they're unbelievable. They mostly host weddings, and they are the most lovely people. Oh, my God, I mean, the spirit, the energy, the hospitality, the warmth, the connection. These are the kind of people that we like to be around. Like, you just feel like a better human. And, when you talk about, we'll say to her, well, she's not looking for more business. They're looking for a balanced life.
Yeah.
So again, that's the only thing I hope that we can get in their schedule. How many times a year do you go to Italy? We try to go at least once a year.
It's usually twice.
Yeah, we have been getting there twice a year. Yeah. We would love to, we'd really love to be there for 6 months of the year. And that's something that we are working toward now. Obviously if I had a place there, I'd have my kitchen and I'd be cooking more, and it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be forced into your wine lunches every day. It's okay. I absolutely loved it. The nature looked so pretty. Vivian, it was incredible.
Beyond.
It was, and listen, we really picked, we weren't, sorry, I have to sit up a little. We picked places where there are 3 people in our family who don't eat gluten, dairy, or eggs. So you can't go to just a pizza place for lunch or a sandwich. You can't go to a panino shop. We went to a lunch every day. And certainly you can order light if you want to, but
why?
Why?
Perché?
Yes.
Hey, I got a shout out for my historical posts. Thank you very much.
He's really good with that.
I was writing actually a 2-page historical article on everything that we would see that day, so you'd get that every morning. So I will continue to do that as well if you join us.
What is your favorite town in Tuscany? Oh my gosh, you can't pick a favorite.
It's like picking your favorite child.
Yeah, I mean, because you can drive into these towns and spend the day, and I mean, that's what's so special, is just going in and out of those little towns. I mean, I love Pienza, I love Montepulciano.
You know the biggest surprise for me? Montalcino. Because Montalcino is like this famous wine region. You're thinking, going to Napa. It is literally, it could fit about half a square block
tiny.
On the top of a mountain. And it's all the vineyards that lead up to it that create the famous Brunello.
Bunny seems to be doing much better. Look at her, you guys.
Not panting.
That is a miracle.
Yeah.
That is an absolute miracle. Miracles are real.
Yes.
How do you get the tear stains off her eyes? I will tell you, there are a whole bunch of tricks that you can do, but if they're teething, you just have to live through it, because the teething lasts about a year. And, you know, we were told use a stainless steel bowl. There's a product called Angel Eyes that you can try, but it's systemic. So when the breeder said it's a teething thing, I didn't quite believe it. It was a teething thing. She actually grew out of it.
Yeah.
Bruce's kicks and videos were amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody said too many tourists. I got to tell you, when we went to Siena, that was pretty touristy, but we're close enough to Siena where you can't skip it. All the other towns were hardly anyone, because that's the beauty of going to southern Tuscany, which is where we were, to an area called Valdorcia, and it's less touristy. So you get to these little teeny towns, and you kind of feel like you're the only ones there sometimes.
Yeah, well, also because we were traveling in April, I think those towns get much busier. I mean, like,
Absolutely.
they've literally just opened. They closed for the winter. But, you know, after spending 10 years in Italy, these are the things that you learn about, you know, where you go and when you go to these kind of places. So that's why, you know, again, if you can swing it and you want to come have a great time, we now feel really confident that we are very good hosts for this. And it'll be fun. Like, you guys will be part of the family. It will be 14 of us sitting down to dinner. So
Telling stories.
For every lunch and every dinner.
And I will keep the puns to a minimum, I promise.
He will not. Vicki, we were there for about 2.5 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks.
Almost 3 weeks,
Yeah.
But a full 7 days with the family. So we'll probably do a 6 to 7 day retreat. The only videos I like more than your cooking videos are your Italy videos. Thank you, Denise. I came home and, you know, I started cooking immediately. So it feels good to be, you know, just eating different food at home. And
Does it?
No, it does. And, you know, I went to the farmer's market, and you do I miss the freshness of the food that we cook here, because the amazing thing about Italy is they only cook what is regionally in season. So,
You know,
if it's not in season, they're not. Look at this dog. Are you kidding?
I remember our last day, we were in Rome, and we went to this artisanal gelato place. And Caroline ordered, she was looking at the list before, because there was a line, because it was a little popular. She was looking at the list of items, and she decided on a couple of different fruit items.
Seasonal, yeah.
And she got to the front and asked for them, and they said, no, they're not ready yet. So they just
I
don't
was
make
like,
it.
can I have the white peach and lavender? They're like, no, not yet.
Yeah.
May I have the cherry? No, not yet.
Oh,
But if it's not in season, they're not getting it. They're not going to use a frozen puree. Like, that's just not.
And as warm as everyone is, there are always a couple of stories that are quintessentially Italian. Like, we went to Santa Maria Maggiore, which is like this beautiful church, and there's a staircase built by Bernini. He carved this staircase up to the tower. We got a ticket, and our reservation was at 10, so we got there at 10, and we're walking through the church. Then we walk over, like, okay, we're ready to see the staircase. And what did she say, Caroline?
You lost. No, it's 10. It is 10:30. You lost. It's like, I'm sorry, we weren't sure where we checked in.
And we're
no,
looking, it's right there.
I
Like,
said,
we
well,
can see it.
could we walk up there? No, you lost. She would not let us in.
Yeah.
We will have to go back and see the Bernini staircase next time. For those of you who came in late, thank you for joining. It's Caroline and Bruce right here. We were talking about, we've got a new schedule of content for you. Mondays, we are going to be on at 11 a.m. Pacific time talking about Wellness Air, either Bruce or me.
Or both.
Yes. And on Tuesdays, this is just going to be our connecting time. So 11 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to talk about family and travel and pets and health and wellness and cooking and whatever we feel like. This is where we're just going to connect as friends. I've missed you, and I've had a ton of DMs from you guys saying that you miss this family time. So listen, we're doing it. Wednesdays, Bruce is going to be doing a little science hour for a science.
Probably half an hour.
Yeah, 10,
How much
10
science
15
can you handle?
minutes. A short show about educational stuff for Wellness Air, which is great. And then Thursdays is going to be my cooking show at 5 p.m. So you guys will be able to join me for cooking shows at 5 p.m. And then we'll go
All
right
Pacific.
into eating. And I'm also starting a digital cookbook, which will be on a paid platform of low cost. But that is how we're going to keep bringing you guys this content. So thank you so much for supporting Wellness Air. I know so many of you have jumped in and are loving that. But I don't want the only time that I'm talking to you guys to be about Wellness Air. I mean, you've got to be sick of me. I'm in so many Wellness Air spots. And
We can't get enough of you, honey.
yeah. Oh, Elizabeth made my big soft meatballs on Sunday. Awesome.
There's a joke in there, but I won't say
Our
it.
week is going to be so much fun again. Aw, Nancy, you're so cute. So that's going to be our schedule of content. And usually you can catch one or both of my girls on Friday. So, you'll get plenty of Summer's time and plenty of Bunny time. And one of you asked what had happened to Bunny. Bunny has a condition called meningitis encephalitis. It is like a swelling of the brain issue. It makes her spin, it makes her pant, which was really bad a year ago. She's had a ton of treatment, and look at her. She looks remarkably better.
And she's
Actually,
happy.
remarkably better, yeah. Sometime soon, can you make the focaccia again? Oh, yeah, that was a fun one. I will.
And somebody else said loved last night's dinner. You're not the only
Oh
one.
my gosh, it was good. you
That
guys.
was insane.
It was good. You know, on Sundays, that's when we have our local farmers market, and there's the most amazing fishmonger you don't think of getting fish on Sundays, right? Because usually that's not a day where you can get fish, but that is when this fishmonger is right down the street. So I picked up this gorgeous piece of Chilean sea bass. It was about a pound. It was very expensive. I am not going to lie. It was an expensive piece of fish, but you could use any white fish. And then I got some exotic mushrooms, and I mean, I really made a spectacularly good dinner. I wanted to have a little Asian flair, so I used lime juice with a little soy sauce. Instead of my typical like lemon butter, I went with a lime and soy, and I did finish it with butter because our children aren't home, so
We can eat
bring
butter.
on the butter. I swear to God, you guys, we ate so much in Italy. I came home, I was ravenous. It was like, I'd wake up in the morning like,
Because your metabolism is like, where's my
yes,
food?
where's my food?
Biology is saying, I'm not going to get any more of that. I need that.
We're trying to normalize again. Whatever. I look fine with an extra 5 pounds. It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it.
Suzona asked, are you hosting a trip to Italy? So obviously
Yes.
she came in a
Yes,
little late.
we are going to be hosting a few retreats next year, so we're just getting dates, and as soon as I have it, I will send out that information.
Looking
to you
at
guys,
April
so-
in southern Tuscany.
Yes. So
Maybe September in the northern Tuscany, Florence area.
say the dates and times when you'll be on again. Mondays, 11 a.m. Pacific time for Wellness Air. Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Pacific time for coffee chat, just like this. Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Pacific time with Bruce for a short science lesson. Thursdays at 5 p.m. for cooking and eating. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us. I will be getting more organized. I'll have things listed for you on Instagram, on Facebook, on my website. I will figure out how to start my Substack so I can do that digital cookbook. And then I'll teach you guys how to use it, because I know that's going to be a pain point for some of you. You don't like to go off these platforms. I understand. I'm gonna figure out. I will also be your tech friend, because I have to learn too.
Which means I'll be your tech friend.
It's going to be Bruce. You know what I call him?
What?
I call him my hot IT guy.
Huh? I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, it's you know why I do it. You got to ingratiate a little when you need someone to help you with something really annoying. So I'll get stuck and something happens and I'll send him like a flirty little text like, "Hey, is my hot IT guy available?" He comes running. He comes running, and you are.
You know, I'm not below flattery.
You're super helpful. Really enjoy following you, Caroline, from one Caroline to another. Oh, she's sweet Caroline, 1962.
Aw.
I'm just 2 years behind you. You guys, that last night in Italy.
I was just about
The
to.
farewell. Hey, Vinny, you have to come to
Yeah.
Italy. The farewell night that we put together on the trip, Spritz o'clock. We hired this band. You guys, they were so good. They were like these Italian lounge singers. She is hitting on this vape the whole time. She's got this like gravelly voice. We laughed and cried and laughed and cried.
The whole time.
We danced at sunset. We cheersed our spritz. We had just the most amazing time. So,
And it culminated with Sweet Caroline.
yeah, that's true. And they didn't even know my name was
Yeah.
Caroline. Miss Bella said, "I can't wait to get my Wellis Air ordered."
Thank you.
Thank you. That's amazing.
I'm
Okay.
glad you'll have the protection.
Yeah, we love you guys. Guess what? Tomorrow you'll be back with Bruce at 11 a.m. Pacific. You can learn something about something that will help keep you healthy. So, Bunny, say goodbye to our friends. Okay, good to see you guys. Thanks again.
Bye. Guys.